Imagine there's a guy making so much illegal money that one year his scam empire earns more than an entire country's GDP. He hides the profits in Bitcoin, 127,000 of them, more than most crypto exchanges will ever see. He thinks it's safe, decentralized, untouchable. And then one day, the US government quietly takes every single coin. No, they didn't hack the Bitcoin network. They didn't press a magic confiscate button. They somehow got the keys to his wallets. This is the story of Vincent Chen, the Cambodian prince of scams, and the seizure that shattered the idea that crypto is beyond anyone's control. Welcome to What If Money. If you met Vincent Chen in the early 2000s, you wouldn't see a criminal mastermind. You'd see a teenager from a village in Fujian who dropped out of school to manage internet cafes. But he was learning. In 2002, he got his hands on leaked game code and joined China's underground private server scene. Unofficial games, black market payments, and huge untaxed profits.
He formed a hacker group called Night Squad, extorting rivals for millions. When they were taken down in 2011, most members were arrested, but Vincent slipped away to Cambodia. And there he reinvented himself. He poured money into real estate, creating the Prince Group. On the surface, it was a respectable giant: finance, tourism, philanthropy. He became an advisor to Cambodia's interior ministry, won social responsibility awards, and was celebrated as a self-made billionaire doing good. But US court documents later revealed the real business model: massive romance scams, the infamous pig butchering schemes. Chen built at least 10 so-called tech parks that were really scam factories. Workers were lured from across Asia with fake job ads. Once they arrived, their passports were taken. Those who refused to scam were beaten, tortured. Their job was brutal and simple: create fake online personas, build emotional relationships with strangers, and slowly guide them into fake investment platforms. The operation was industrial. One building ran over 1,000 phones, controlling 76,000 fake accounts. At its peak in 2018, Vincent's empire was earning an estimated $30 million a day, over $11 billion a year. That's nearly half of Cambodia's entire GDP at the time.
An empire that big needs to launder its money. He used a global web of shell companies, gambling sites, and real estate. But his favorite tool was Bitcoin. By 2020, he reportedly held over 127,000 Bitcoin across 25 wallets, and he kept the private keys himself. He thought it was the perfect hiding place. Then, in December 2020, his legendary stash was stolen by a state-level hacker group, criminals robbing criminals. For most, that would be the end, but the US government was just getting started.
It's October 2025. The US Department of Justice unseals an indictment against a man named Vincent Chen and his massive conglomerate, the Prince Group. The charges are staggering: telecom fraud, money laundering, forced labor, and human trafficking. But at the same press conference, they announced something else, something that sends a shockwave through the financial world. They have seized 127,271 Bitcoin. At the time, it's worth around $15 billion. The blockchain addresses match the very same coins stolen years ago in a famous hack. This is now the largest crypto asset seizure in US history. And it raises an obvious burning question: how did they get the coins? Vincent Chen and the original hackers before him controlled the private keys. Without those keys, the Bitcoin is just an unbreakable string of code on a global ledger. But the official court filings are silent. There's no dramatic movie scene of a server raid, no public technical breakdown of a brilliant hack. So we're left with theories.
Maybe agents exploited a weak wallet setup on a server controlled by the criminals. Maybe a high-level insider flipped, trading the keys for freedom. Or maybe, somewhere in a quiet room, someone faced a classic $5 wrench attack: physical pressure to reveal a password. Whatever the method, the outcome is crystal clear. The US government didn't hack Bitcoin. They hacked people. They gained control of the keys, the single point of failure, and simply moved the coins into a wallet they controlled. It wasn't magic. It wasn't science fiction. It was just very advanced, very targeted law enforcement. And the crypto market felt it instantly. Bitcoin had just hit a new record high, but news of the seizure poured gasoline on the fire of fear. Coupled with routine profit-taking and outflows from ETFs, the market plunged more than 20% from its peak. Suddenly, the world had a $15 billion example that even 127,000 Bitcoin can be tracked, linked, and seized. This whole story is wild, but it reveals three simple truths about this new world of money. First, crypto is not beyond the law. The blockchain might be decentralized, but the humans using it are not.
If your coins ever touch an exchange, a cloud backup, a phone, or any device that can be put in an evidence bag, then a government can, in theory, get to your money. Not by rewriting Bitcoin's code, but by getting to you. Second, criminals love crypto, but crypto doesn't love them back. Vincent Chen used Bitcoin because he thought it was the perfect tool for laundering his illicit billions. Instead, it left a permanent, unerasable trail that led from his scam parks in Cambodia all the way to secure wallets in US custody. The same transparency that excites honest users makes crypto a terrifyingly dangerous tool for criminals who believe they're invisible. And that leads to the third truth. Untouchable money simply doesn't exist. Whether it's paper bills in a vault that can be raided, bank deposits that can be frozen, or crypto that can be unlocked when someone has your keys, there is no such thing as money that lives outside of consequence. Today, Vincent Chen is under indictment. His assets are frozen across multiple countries, and his giant Bitcoin stash sits in a US government wallet. His life reads like a crime thriller. A village kid who became an internet hacker, then a casino king, a royal title billionaire, and finally a symbol of how decentralized money still lives in a very centralized world. Crypto promised freedom from the old systems, but in the real world, scams industrialized, crime syndicates moved in, and law enforcement followed them right onto the blockchain. So the real question isn't, what if crypto makes us free? It's, what if no form of money can ever escape the human systems of laws, power, greed, and justice? Because whether it's paper bills, bank deposits, or 127,271 Bitcoin, in the end, money is only as untouchable as the people holding it.